Welcome to the Hollis Chapman Show, where we celebrate the power of words and the beauty of storytelling. Join us on this journey as we delve into the minds of successful authors and small business owners who have mastered the art of crafting captivating narratives that inspire, educate, and entertain. Prepare to be inspired as we explore the boundless possibilities that come from sharing stories and experiences that shape our lives and ignite our passions. Through heartfelt conversations and insightful discussions, we uncover the wisdom and creativity that fuel these incredible individuals in their pursuit of greatness. So grab a cup of coffee, settle in, and let the magic of storytelling transport you to new worlds and perspectives. Get ready to be inspired, informed, and uplifted as we embark on this storytelling journey together. Stay tuned for an episode filled with wisdom, inspiration, and the power of words. Welcome to the Hollis Chapman Show. Say where stories come alive. Let's begin this adventure together. Don't miss out on the opportunity to connect with some of the most talented and compelling voices in literature today. Tune in and let the journey begin.
Hey, welcome to the Hollis Chapman Show. Happy August 4th, Tuesday. It's flying by. But out here in Arizona, we can't wait until at least end of September. Cool off a little bit. We're having record days of heat, okay? Hey, it's just me today. I'm going to give you some content. Okay, what we just did last week, we put out a big marketing campaign for business owners. Okay, you know most of our shows are with authors who are business owners and written books and stuff like that. So today we're going to talk about what we do on Roku News on Fire TV. Business owners getting the word out there, getting the exposure that they deserve. And as I drive around Tempe and Arizona, the exposure, the marketing, it's still a long ways to go. It's still got a lot of potential there. So we look for that. We see what happens with that, okay? So let me play this. This is a little information we did, infomercial that we did, and just so we can get you in the mind frame of what we're doing.
In just a couple of minutes, you're about to find out how you can skyrocket your business growth and tap into a brand new and ever-growing audience by leveraging connected TV advertising. Regardless if you run a small local shop or a big national company, CTV advertising can be a perfect solution to connect with your customers, increase brand awareness, and boost your leads and sales. Now, we all know about advertising channels such as Facebook, Google, and YouTube. But what exactly is connected TV? And what is so special about it? Well, connected TV is a television that connects to the internet either directly through a smart TV or through over-the-top devices and facilitates the delivery of streaming video content. And according to Forbes, the rate of connected TV growth is astronomical. In fact, a whopping 67% of households already have connected TV, and that number just continues to rise, creating a whole new way of advertising. Connected TV and OTT devices like Roku TV, Amazon Fire, and Chromecast combined television ads with digital precision and open up exciting new opportunities for businesses of all sizes to tell their unique story through engaging, high production value content and reach the right person at the right time with the right message. In other words, connected TV advertising offers advantages no other advertising medium can. Advantages such as precise targeting, target your perfect audience by interests, geolocation, and demographics with connected TV ads during premium, ad-supported shows provided by well-known networks. High engagement. Viewers are watching the ads all the way through with an unheard of average completion rate of 98%. Ever-growing audience. Target millennials and the growing percentage of the population who do not have cable TV. Retargeting capabilities. Re-engage viewers within households across streaming devices, computers, tablets, and mobile phones. Advanced analytics. Track the impact of your CTV campaigns with digital and traditional metrics, including video completion and conversion rates. Connected TV, combined with digital precision and lifestyle preferences, is paving the way for CTV advertising and its endless benefits and opportunities. We've seen companies increasing their sales by up to 43% and boosting their engagement through interactive connected TV video ads for just pennies on the dollar. And we can help you get similar results for your business. We are one of just a few marketing agencies focusing specifically on connected TV advertising. It's all we do. It's why we're the best. We understand connected TV. We understand video. We understand how to connect with a customer on a deeper level. We have world-class media buyers, copywriters, and strategists on staff ready to help your business get maximum results with CTV advertising without the stress and headaches. We take all the weight off your shoulders and take care of everything for you, including creating stunning and attention-demanding creative, setting up your campaigns, monitoring and optimizing them, and even helping you get the most out of the CTV advertising, leveraging first and third-party data and advanced cross-device targeting tactics to engage with high-value audiences on the big screen without massive investments. We provide targeted access to your audience wherever they engage with on-demand video, including Roku, Sling, Apple TV, Amazon Fire, Stick, Chromecast, and other emerging OTT devices. So, if you're looking to grow your brand awareness and boost your sales, click the button below or contact us to schedule a free strategy session. Call to see how we can help you skyrocket your business with CTV advertising.
Thank you, Allison, for sharing that with us. We appreciate it. Okay, but again, that's what East Valley Marketing LLC does. Okay, that's our marketing arm, and we do help small businesses. We do help authors get the word out. And again, there's a lot of information out there that we want to share about Connect TV. Okay, and again, the name of this show too is Voices of Tomorrow. Voices of Tomorrow is where we're heading when it comes to Connect TV, online promotions. That's the whole thing we're trying to do and get the word out. So we're really pushing this campaign to get the word out there of Voices of Tomorrow. Okay, so it's not often the fellow business owners to manner, but I found that I possibly got something you should hugely benefit from. You can benefit from this. Authors, small business owners, you can benefit from this. It's very costly now to do any kind of marketing on Facebook and all the social networks, okay? You can run through money very, very quickly, okay? And because of that, Facebook can make it real hard to really pinpoint your niche. Well, now we can do it on Connect TV. We can do it on Roku and Amazon Fire TV. We can get your niche. We can put it together like that. Put it really direct to where you want to go. Okay, so it's not as costly at all compared to Facebook and all the social media networks. Okay, hey, I'm Hollis. I own the company East Valley Marketing LLC. We want to share some things with you. It's a television production company, and we work alongside businesses such as yours to enhance your brand awareness, authority, and more importantly, leads and traffic. Leads and traffic. Ugh. If you have no leads, you have no traffic, you have no business. Simple as that. Okay? We create and manage television channels on two of the biggest correct TV channels hosts, Amazon Fire and Roku. Huge. You hear Amazon, everything. They got their hands in so much stuff, but they're very powerful, okay, and very cost effective. So, or even better, run your existing campaign alongside it, okay? You're going to do it anyway. You're going to advertise, you're going to market. You have to. You have to set yourself apart. Why not on Roku? Why not on Amazon Fire? Why not, okay? So forget YouTube, social media, PPC, pay-per-click advertising, Facebook ads, or any other usual stuff people are doing because this could just be the only traffic source you need to take in free leads. Subscribers and sales like yours never seen it before. The best part is hardly anyone knows about it, okay? Just last year, Roku, okay? Listen, hold your seats here. Hold on. 100 million subscribers last year and growing. Okay? Amazon, or Roku, excuse me, is bought out by Paramount. As I make sure, I think a deal goes through next year. So if that happens, there's millions and more. Okay? How do you have regular cable at home? I haven't had cable at home in probably 10 years. I use the internet for all my TV watching. My streaming stuff is internet. And most people are cutting cable. They're getting away with it because it's so expensive. You know, $100, $200 a month for cable. You know, you don't watch enough TV to pay that much, justify that much money. Subscribe to Roku, Amazon Fire TV. If you go to Roku now, Hollis Chapman Show, it's on there. We just keep it basic. What we do is we pick and choose some people that we have, we do have the podcast with, and we add it to that just to have some showing, some interest on Roku and Amazon Fire TV. Okay. Now, as we get deeper into this, we get business clients, we will do some full-length stuff. There are a lot of people that we advertise with, or we talk to on our show, who some of their stuff will be great entertainment as a series. We will put that out there. We will create that with them. So think about that. Your movie, or your book as a TV series. You know, how huge is Netflix, right? They started someplace. They started somehow. Not saying we're going to be the next Netflix, but boy, I tell you what, you can get some leads and exposure for being on there. Okay? So run your existing campaigns on Roku, Amazon Fire TV. I am willing to bet you most likely never heard of having your own television channel before, right? You thought it was too expensive, too much trouble. Well, we can do all the hard work for you. We can. And even if you have probably heard of it, you could be using this to get insane exposure for anything you're selling right now. Okay, sitting down watching TV, watching your favorite movie, at the commercial, bang, there is your commercial on your product. There's a commercial about your book. There's your commercial about your TV series that's coming up. Right there. That's how specific you can get. That's how direct you can get. You're sitting there with family and friends watching this stuff, and all of a sudden your commercial pops up. How cool is that? You know? Your service, your product, brand exposure, lead generations, and more. If this interests you, we could schedule a call, reply to this message, or you could see the website for more information. Again, I'm Hollis of the Hollis Chapman Show. East LA Marketing LLC is our marketing arm. We can get you on Roku, Amazon Fire TV. Let's get that book. Let's get that small business out there. Traffic and leads is what we all need. That's what makes us strive, okay? Things are tough right now. The economy is tough. People are spending, but again, how are we going to get, how we can get them to know that you can go to this car shop, go to this bookstore, go to here. You need exposure. You really do need exposure. Without exposure, they don't know who you are. They won't find you. They'll ask a friend, they'll refer them to this, and all of a sudden, boom, an opportunity you missed. Okay? All right. Voices of Tomorrow. That's our this is our theme for the next couple months. Voices of Tomorrow. A part is commitment to fostering a genuine dialogue around today's most critical climate change. Maybe I read this better. Digital ethics and inclusively innovative. All right. Okay. So Voices of Tomorrow, we're really going to be focused with businesses. We're really going to push it out there because this is so important for the future. You know, digital stuff, very, very important. AI stuff, very, very important. I know people are still fighting it, but hey, you got to look into it somewhat. You got to look and say, hey, how can we work with AI as a tool to improve what we do? We may need some more assistance, but we can't really afford to hire a real person. So can AI help us out? You got to look at it in that sense. Voices of Tomorrow. Don't live on yesterday. Don't live on last year. See what you can do for the future. Your business may need an AI tool that's help the slow times. It definitely helps out with those things. Like I said, I tell authors all the time that it helps us out. We can't afford to go out and get more bodies to do things that AI can do it right there. With a fee that's very, very affordable, we use AI to help us with different things that will cost, if we hit a human being, it will cost us 3 times what it does. And plus, it doesn't call in sick. It doesn't have to go to the children's ball games. You don't have to go to the doctor. That's so important. So, so important. Taking days off, so important. All that stuff's important. So Voices of Tomorrow. What are you doing about Voices of Tomorrow? What are you doing to get yourself ready for tomorrow? What are you doing? A movement that resonates with today's restless spirits, using them to think critical and act with its innovative format and powerful themes. Powerful themes. You know, you got to sit and think about it. You really got to sit and understand what's it all going. Big businesses that have been around for a long time are closing their doors. Why? You know, I mean, this last night, watching the news here in Arizona. What was it, Arizona? Some state. 6, 7 restaurants closed their doors. They didn't go into details of why. But I know a lot of it is probably because manpower. You know, it may be busy enough, but manpower. Person power. Manpower, woman power, whatever. Okay? That's the way it's going. You may need to sit there and have your doors closed because people just aren't working like they used to. I know I saw an ad last night where a real popular auto shop is looking for technicians. You know, how sad is that? He cannot find somebody to work. He cannot find somebody who's good enough to represent his name to work. And that's sad. You know, so you gotta look in the future. What's the Voices of Tomorrow? Is the AI tools going to help him or her out? You may have to close your doors because you just don't have the personnel to work. You just can't hire just anybody because all of a sudden now your reputation's on the line and all of a sudden you're going to lose business that way. You got to think about the future. You got to think about what's out there. You know, sometimes the Generation Z's, the younger people today, the work stuff is different. The work environment is different. You know, you're going to be open 7 days a week. You know, the great example of people doing some things that are very creative is Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A pays more than normal fast food plus, and plus they're not open on Sundays. They say, the owner says, it's family day. We're not open. And they're doing very, very well. They're beating numbers of other fast food places who are open 7 days a week. So you got to be creative. You got to be innovative. You know, I know some pizza places that stay open to 2 in the morning. And those are people. Those are human beings working at 2, 3 in the morning. Is that really necessary? They go get a bite to eat 2, 3 in the morning? You know, that means the person doesn't leave the store till maybe like 3:30. Gets home, You just don't go right to sleep. You're still wound up from work. So you may not go to sleep till 4:35. Well, there goes your whole next day because you have to sleep. You got to get 6-7 hours of sleep. And if you're drowsy, you get up there, your whole day is shot because you worked till 3 in the morning the night before. Is that what you really want? Does that numbers really add up where you keep people that late at your store for food? You know? And plus again, as an owner, if I own that restaurant that stayed open that late, and all of a sudden something happens, and I get a phone call say, hey, there was a robbery at your store, your employee got hurt. That will crush me. To me personally, nothing happens good after 12 midnight. My stores would close at 12. You know, if they want something to eat, go to a market, buy something to eat, and get it that way. Throw it in the microwave at home. But keeping people that late in a store, you're not bringing in people who should be. Don't get me started with that. But voices of tomorrow. Don't live in 1990s. Don't live in the early 2000s. Things are changing. Voices of tomorrow. How do you get new leads and traffic? You got to be creative. You got to be, innovative. You got to just think about what's going on for the future and utilize that in your businesses. Okay, we're really going to push the next few months on businesses talking on our podcast show. We want to get ideas out there. We want to see what's working for them, see what's going on, so we can share that with others. I don't like seeing businesses close down for this reason or that reason. So let's see if we can help them out. Let's see if we can help them, okay? A person looking for people to work, it's heartbreaking. Let's see if we can help them, okay? So innovative format, very powerful. Powerful themes, very powerful, okay? I'm just trying to read my notes, sorry. Educate and empower the next generation of leaders. We got to talk to people coming up. We got to talk to the younger people. I'm in my 60s, so I like to sit there and be able to sit there and share some stuff, leave a little something from my son, from his age group, about the future. Share what I learned and let it go from there. And we all should that. Voices of tomorrow. Okay, what are you doing for Voices of Tomorrow? Just like Allison, who talked earlier about Connect TV, getting leads and traffic from being on TV, you can do that. Right now is a great time to do it because it's cost effective right now. Who knows what's going to be in 5 years? Maybe the demand's going to be so strong that they're going to raise the price. I know some of our marketing arms, we have some training with Paul Pona and his crew, and he's done wonderful things. His company built apps that we all use all the time, but he's there every Friday. He talks and trains us, and he tells us what's going on, what's changing. Years ago when he first started, there used to be multiple small businesses out there creating apps, doing great things. Now, his small company is the only one left. His small company is the only one who you pay once and you don't have to pay again for all the services. Now they're doing different things where you got to pay monthly fees. And he is working so hard. He is trying so hard not to go to that. He claimed, and he does very well with, you buy our app, pay one time, make all the videos you want, do all the service you want, one-time fee. And he's done very well with that. But things are costing so much money now that they may have to change in the future. He's working hard. Him and his team trying to figure out how he can do it and survive. He wants to stay around. Every time we've heard of Paul through the years, he says him and his company wants to be around for a while. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme, and all of a sudden Paul Pona and his team is gone. He wants to be here. So we're trying to figure out how we're going to help him be there, buy his products, clone voice, things, text writer, everything they create app-wise, we utilize it all the time. Okay, we create things because we get the apps from Paul Pona's team to keep them going, keep the funding going, and we do the same thing on our end. So, voices of tomorrow, small business, looking forward. The data centers and all that kind of stuff is a whole different topic, but it's just a different thing, a different environment. I know I'm bouncing around a little bit, but I'm trying to, as I think of things, it comes out. I apologize, but voices of tomorrow, very important. What are you doing about it? Okay, what are you doing about it? With the AI, stuff like that, it is changing things rapidly. Creating a website last year, so different right now. We've created websites for companies that some of the stuff that we created is kind of obsolete already within a year. I know our website, we use WordPress, but we use Red WordPress because we can put our blog in there. A lot of the new way we create websites now, they don't have a page for blogs. So that's why we keep WordPress. Otherwise, it wouldn't. We'll just do it through the AI word. Well, what's changes? What's for the future? We got to keep our eye on the future. So do you. We can't keep on doing things that we did 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago. Because things are changing quickly. That's one thing with AI. It changes so fast. Are you being aware? Are you understanding that? Okay. Hey, this is Hollis and the Hollis Chapman Show. Again, we got things out there. So hopefully Friday we have a guest on and talk about their books and talk about the future. But we're really pushing behind the scenes business owners. We want them to come on the program. We want them to talk about what's going on out there so they can teach us and educate us about the business. Okay? So our service, product, brand exposure, all that kind of stuff, lead generation and more, we help with that on Connect TV. Okay? We really do. Let's hear a little something about Roku right now.
Authors and small business owners, turn your book and/or your business into a streaming television brand. You wrote the book, you built the business. Now it's time to be seen on Roku and Amazon Fire Television. The Hollis Chapman Show helps authors and small business owners get featured on a professionally produced TV show, appear on Roku and Amazon Fire Television streaming platforms, build authority and credibility, reach new audiences beyond social media, receive in-house marketing support. This isn't just an interview. This is brand positioning. If you're serious about in 2026, let's put your brand on television. Appy now for a featured television plus podcast spotlight. Book your strategy email today.
Okay, guys. Our Tuesday shows in the books. Don't forget, Voices of Tomorrow. What's going to be your voice of tomorrow? What are you doing for tomorrow? Unfortunately, the AI stuff is making things change very fast. Use it, don't use it, just got to be aware of it. Acknowledge that it's out there. Okay? Hey, see you back here on Friday on the Hollis Chapman Show. Again, East Valley Marketing LLC is our marketing arm. We can get you on Roku, Amazon Fire TV. Thank you for joining us today. We'll see you back here on Friday. As always, I'll see you next time.